So you know how we say oftentimes men communicate like this and women communicate like this? This be a prime example.
Yeah. Check this out.
Stay tuned.
Right.
He'll say he had lunch or whatever. He had a lunch meeting, and I'm like, "Oh, you with Adam or with someone else?" Or I'll say like, "With Adam or with such and such," and he'll be like, "Neither."
And then he don't say nothing else. You know I want to know. You know I want to know. And you're bright enough to understand that I want to know who you sat and broke bread with.
Hold on.
You absolutely. For sure.
So okay, this is what I'm saying though. If you want to know who I had lunch with, say, who did you have lunch with? If the question asked is, did you have lunch with Adam or Tony? Neither is the answer.
But if you know that I want to know who, and I
don't
thought
know
it
that.
was
I would
Adam
know
or
that.
something.
Bro.
I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know that.
Guess you do. You know.
Nah, bro.
You know.
Nah, bro. We about to go back and forth on this joker, bro. I'm with him.
No. And I'm with her.
I'm with him 100%. I'm 100% on his side.
Listen, your spouse, they be trying to act like they don't know. They know.
No, they don't.
Really?
No, they don't. You know what's funny? Women constantly say that they're the superior communicators. Bro, that's crazy to me. In this particular instance, you guys are not the superior communicators.
I'm going to start the clip over. Because what she said in the very beginning.
He'll say he had lunch or whatever. He had a lunch meeting, and I'm like, "Oh, you with Adam or with someone else?" Or I'll say like, "With Adam or with such and such," and he'll be like, "Neither."
And then he don't say nothing else. You know I want to know.
Yo. That is so true, though. But no, for real. But context clues with that one.
No.
No?
No.
Not even a little bit? Because okay, babe.
Go ahead.
She said they had a business meeting, right? That's what she said. Yeah, she said, he said, "Oh, I went to a business meeting or whatever." And she was like, "Oh, okay, you went with such and such." Yeah. Now it's a business meeting. Yes. So obviously, she's thinking business people.
Right.
So she says, "Oh, you went with such and such." And he's like, "No, neither." And it's just like,
Okay.
Like, okay, you told me you were at a business meeting. We have a business together. You don't want to tell me who you had the business meeting with?
It has nothing to do with that. Okay, let me help you. I'm gonna help y'all out. Ladies. I'm gonna help y'all out. For those of y'all that go through these type of situations with your man, with your boyfriend, with your husband, whatever the case may be, right? When I got married to my wife, when I used to speak very short. I had to learn to curb what I was saying because sometimes, depending on what we were talking about, it could come off as a little harsh, right? Mm-hmm. Especially if that's not my intent. I learned to speak in a certain way. I learned to change my communication and to become a lot more accurate when I'm trying to say things. Like, we have avoided so much drama in our relationship because I made those changes, and I would understand, hey, what we're talking about is a little bit of a touchy subject. She might react emotionally to it. And this is a rare instance, y'all, because usually me and her are just like, we hear. We do very well at that. We don't have a lot of arguments. We don't have a lot of fights. But most of the time we have issues in our house. It don't got nothing to do with us. It always is some outside stuff or some scheduling type crap, or we just tired and we just like, oh gosh, I just don't feel like doing that. And then it won't even be with us. So we'll sort of be in our heads about something, but then it usually have nothing to do with us. We tend to be on the same page a lot of times. Mm-hmm. So this is a rare instance, but if there's a rare instance where something comes up and we're talking about something that's very difficult and maybe we have differing opinions, but differing strong opinions, I have learned to speak to her in such a way where she can know that I'm trying to get this point across to you. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to make you upset, because it is more important to me to get the results than to make it look like I'm right. So I've tried to change how I communicate with her so that it's more about ideas and not feelings. There is no difference when it comes to women. Women have to learn, just like men do, to communicate exactly what you want. Just skip to the chase. Who you was at your business meeting with? That's it. It's a very simple thing, and it's a more direct question. What he said is true. And the thing is, men think logically. If you're asking me, was I with this person and that person, I don't know if on your side it's because you were talking to this person and that person, or maybe you had a message from them and they're like, oh, you were with them anyway, so I don't have to worry about. It could be so many things behind it, the reason why you asked that specific question. So I'm answering your specific question. There could be 1,000 different reasons you're asking that question besides, I just want to know who you were at the meeting with. If you want to know who I'm at the meeting with, especially with us, you could just flat out ask me. I don't got a problem telling her where I'm at. You want to track my phone? I don't care. She never asks. But I don't care because I have nothing to hide. So to me, they was off on that one. Now she could agree with them, but they was off. They was off, bro. I'm sorry. They was off. I apologize, but
I guess
don't apologize. They was off.
Technically, I would still come out like in that conversation. Like if we were having that same conversation,
you would just say who you there with.
Yeah, I would say like, okay, well, who you had a meeting with? Yeah. So because that's what I want to know.
That's how we work together.
Yeah, but I can understand in having a conversation. I guess because we use a lot of words. We use a lot of words.
I'm very familiar with that too. I use a lot of words.
Yeah, we use a lot of words. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But I'm just like, you're having a conversation and it's just like, okay, yes, you answered the question, but it's just like, okay, we're having a conversation. Like, I want you to finish your, like, okay, so tell me about the meeting. Like, who was it with? This, that, and the third. Like, you're having a conversation because you want to know.
It might not be a conversation because they didn't add any context. That could be a quick call after the meeting. I'm on the way here. You're on the way there. It could be a check-in.
It could be.
It could be just, well, I need you to go and pick up X, Y, and Z because I don't got nothing to eat with the kids right now. It could be a quick check-in. It doesn't necessarily have to be a conversation. They didn't make that specific. So I'm not rocking with the one night one. We'll see. Maybe they clean it up. Let's see if they give us some context.
To understand that I want to know who you sat and broke bread with.
Here's the issue that ticks me off about what she just did. This is that Kevin Samuel stuff, and this is why men and women have a lot of issues. Her sitting there and going, and you're bright enough to know, that's condescending. That's shaming. That's that sign language crap that Kevin Samuels was talking about. First of all, if you're talking to your husband, show some damn respect. You don't have no right to be there. And you're bright enough to know, just sit all the way down. It's not just what you think is the way everybody thinks. And everybody knows exactly what you mean, even though in the words that you use, they were not clear. You did not communicate. You did not communicate clearly. What is wrong with me? Why can't I speak? You did not communicate. Am I saying it? Yo, something's wrong with my tongue. You did not communicate clearly exactly what it is you wanted to know. That's on you. And then you have the gall and the audacity to turn around and shame the man and disrespect him. My woman coming up to me talking about something, and you bright enough to know, bruh, we gonna have an issue. Bruh, who are you talking to?
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
You absolutely.
So
for sure.
So okay, this is what I'm saying though. If you want to know who I had lunch with, say, who did you have lunch with? If the question asked is, did you have lunch with Adam or Tony? Neither is the answer.
But if you know that I want to know who, and I thought it was Adam or so-and-so.
I would know that if you said, who did you have lunch with?
But that's what I'm asking. That's absolutely what I'm asking.
But you're not.
That's
not what you asked.
Totally. It's insane.
This is a classic case of men and women communicate like this.
That's what that was. A part of that is the you should read my mind crap. That's a part of it. And I'm going to tell you, it's crap. Bro, this is like reading the instructions from Eureka Math and some of the crap they be having on there. There's no reason that at 40 years old, I should be confused about what you're asking my 8-year-old to do with addition and subtraction.
Yeah.
There's a lack of ability to communicate and use the English language to properly let somebody know exactly what it is you're asking. Go ahead. The clip is fun. I'm trying to get in my Kevin Samuels, y'all.
Whoa.
Who are you talking to? Anyway, go ahead. They're not finished.
Wait, but I was going to say, though.
I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to hit that like button. Mm-hmm. I need you to hit that subscribe button. Mm-hmm. I need you to hit the notification buttons. Mm-hmm. I need you to hit all the buttons.
Yes.
Thank you.
Push pause for a second. Understanding everything you just said. what she said as far as like, if she said, oh, did you have dinner with Steve or Tony or what have you? And he says, neither. That still wouldn't make you think that she would want to know? I mean, don't get me wrong. I agree, y'all. But it's funny because we really do communicate like that.
Yes, we do.
Like this.
Yes, we do.
But I really want to know, like, in all sincerity, because I don't know. I feel like we talk about utilizing like context clues and deductive reasoning and stuff like that, like in school and things of that nature. Like if we're trying to figure out a problem, this, that, and the third. Yes. And like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I agree with what you're saying. She wants to know who you had dinner with. So the question would be, who did you have the business dinner with?
Yes.
However, I'm just trying to say, I don't feel as though it is 100% you're crazy with her wanting to know who it is that he had dinner with. Because if she names two people and you say, oh, neither, it's just like, okay, well, she was utilizing the deductive reasoning, the context clues. She's asking, like, who did I have the lunch with or the dinner with? And she named two people and it wasn't those two people. She's trying to figure out who you had dinner with. Like, I don't think that that's a crazy thought process for her or a woman to have in general, to be like, okay, well, we're having a conversation, and if I'm utilizing context clues like we're taught to do in school, like with Jane and Billy went to the supermarket and Billy picked up 5 apples and Susie picked up whatever many apples or what have you because they wanted to make an apple pie. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Like they have different types of word problems where you have to kind of use certain clues to try to figure it out. And although I understand this is not a math problem, they're having a conversation. It's just like, okay, well then why don't she just say what she's saying? And I get it, and I understand.
You're playing the advocate.
Yeah,
the advocate.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to say, I don't think it's crazy for her or anyone, the women in this clip, myself included, or what have you, to be like, I want to know who you had dinner with. Obviously, I thought it was, I'm picking potential people that I think it might be. Because I'm like, oh, okay, you went with such and such. And you're like, neither. It's just like, okay.
Right. We're having a conversation. You asked the question. I gave an answer. Why would you just not do a follow-up question that's more specific to exactly what it is you want to know?
No, I mean, I would.
Okay. Well, yeah, you would.
I'm like, okay, we know it.
The issue I'm having with it, because now I'm reading the Bible. I told you I'm reading the Bible. But I'm also looking at videos about certain interpretations of certain biblical texts, because there are certain texts that are trickier than others. We got people in there who are debating based on whether or not there's a comma behind a word, or if the word is one complete sentence that completely changes the meaning of the passage. And then they're building church and religious doctrine based on the interpretation of a comma. It is best for every adult to have enough of a mastery of the English language to be able to ask exactly what it is that you're trying to get, the exact information that you want. It will behoove everyone, and it would change and save so much drama if everybody were able to articulate exactly what it is they wanted to know. If after articulating exactly what it is that you wanted, they still didn't get, because this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Some dudes just not. Okay, so this is going to happen. But you give the exact question and they still don't answer, probably because they're hiding something. Now you got a right to get mad. Now you can get angry because some of them jokers is going to be hiding stuff from you. There are times when I'm be like, get them, sis. And I'm going to just watch you go off on them. But a situation like this, because of the things that I'm seeing, and a lot of this has to do with the things that I'm seeing and the things that I'm experiencing currently, I'm understanding now that it is so important for you to be able to communicate exactly what it is that you want to communicate. The nuance and all of these things, especially with us doing the show. Like, we can say something in a video 50 times in a row for 50 straight videos. And then if we get to this one video and it goes out and we forget to add this one caveat or this one, well, look, when we're saying this, we're taking into consideration that this is already happening. Like, you'll get straight castigated in the comments, even though you just said it for 50 straight videos. The fact that you didn't add the caveat in this video, because especially when you're talking about relationships and all of that other stuff, it can get really murky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to learn to master the English language enough, not to be a real master of it, but enough to be able to communicate
effectively
exactly what it is that you want from somebody. Because if you don't, it's going to cause issues. Because she had a lot of emotion behind that. She was really, and the other girl was like, yes! And it's just like, yeah, but not one of you asked the question. And if you're in a conversation, do a follow-up question. Well, who are you with?
Yeah.
It was really that simple. There was no reason for you to have any emotion tied to that exchange at all because you didn't actually ask the question that you wanted to know. And a lot of women go, well, men should know me so much that they should be able to understand exactly what I'm asking for. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you get a man who is on purpose, he may not have time to know you to the point that he can just pull everything out.
He can decode.
Even if he can.
Follow the context clues.
Let's say he can. Who's to say that he has the time to?
That's true.
Because so many women want high value men. High value men ain't got no time to be decoding. Ask what it is you want. And if you don't ask what it is you want, you're not going to get it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. But keep on. I want to see what else they're going to say. They might.
It's insane. It's insane. It's amazing.
No, you don't get that. That's not the question that you asked.
Not the question.
Thank you. In your head, the question. Hold on. No. The question in your head does not equal the question that comes out of your mouth. But
Guys,
it's the same.
Guys, how can we grow from this? We want to know as much as you can tell me.
Okay. So I already told you how you can grow. Learn how to ask exactly what and be willing to stop and rephrase your question according to what it is. Because we do that. Mm-hmm. Like I'll be in the middle of asking you something and I realize the way I said it was just all jacked up. And she be looking at me like,
What?
She be like, babe, she all right. What's wrong with you? You all right? Mm-mm. You need to go and take a nap, baby. like she'll go into like, are you okay? Real quick. And I be like, sometimes I gotta be like, what did I just say? Cause you ever been thinking about two things at one time and you just start talking, trying to get it out, and you'll mix up some of the stuff from the other thing you're thinking about at the moment into what you're saying. My son does that sometimes too. You
made me think about Money. Is it Money Talks with Chris Tucker, Jackie Can? Which one of y'all hit me?
Which one of y'all kicked me?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I understand. Sometimes you'll get your signals crossed before it come out your mouth. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. But I think that you have to be willing to sit down and like rephrase your question or be like, yo, what did I say? I thought I said this. Is that what came out of my mouth? Because sometimes she gonna be like, no, that's not what you said. Mm-mm. And you have to get used to rephrasing yourself. And sometimes people keep on telling me, oh, Jermaine, you communicate so well. I'm like, because I've gotten so much practice rephrasing my things so that I can ask exactly what it is that I'm trying to ask. Yo, your husband or your wife shows you yourself. And a lot of times in a situation like that, the husbands are telling you that you're not communicating effectively. That's what they're telling you. So that means that you have to go and rephrase your question or just do a follow-up question. Yeah. I don't think that that's on the men at all. I think that's ineffective communication. I think that's just what it is. And no, we're not supposed to just know. Who got time for that? In today's world, everybody got a business. Everybody got a regular job. Then they got kids. Then they got to deal with their sick mama and daddy. Then their dog is over there in the corner peeing all over the daggone place. And then you got to worry about your car getting towed. And then you got to worry about the new job that you're trying to apply for because you've been at this job that you at now for a whole year. And it's time for you to go because don't nobody stay in no job for no 13 years no more. And then you also got to worry about your sister and the way that she over there. She got some man that she dating from Africa. She ain't never met her. She video calling. She about to send her money. So you got to go and you got to deal with all of these other issues. Ain't nobody got the time to be worried about all these extra problems you have to. What you talking about?
That was a lot.
Bro, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying we all too busy. That's what I'm saying. Shoot.
Okay, well, if you guys made it this far, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up so that way YouTube know that you appreciate what we're putting down. All right.
All right, y'all. That was it. We was wilding out. I got mad. I got happy. I got sad. I was all over the place. And the camera's about to run out of time. So I guess we'll see you later. Peace.
Hey, everybody. Down in the description, there are 2 links.
One is to a GoFundMe, and the other one is to a video that explains what the GoFundMe is for. Mm-hmm. Long story short, we have a medical situation with our daughter that we have to pay for everything out of pocket, and we could really use you guys' help. If you have the time, we'd love for you to go check it out. If you have the money, the funds, we'd love for you guys to help. If not, maybe you could send a link to somebody else who can help. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Peace.
Press the off button.